close your computer screen, that would be great.
So I'm presenting my gender oral speech today.
It's a helmet. Try and let him go. I'm going in. Speech woman.
Listen, when were you thinking of telling me, huh?
Hi, Karen. I'm Dave. Part of Mitch's support network. You know, Mitch loves you, but he feels he needs some time out to invigorate his soul, so he can love you even more.
So beautiful.
When we look at female stereotypes in the media, one that regularly comes up is the gentle, humble, kind and passive woman who's willing to do anything for her husband and family. Think of the classic 1950s housewife. But now, particularly in the 21st century, there is a more commonly used stereotype emerging. The woman that is completely centred around emotions, flying off the handle at the smallest things which their male counterparts wouldn't even care about, and can easily be persuaded if you pretend to care about what they're saying. The fact that women are considered to be emotional still carries with it some of the unfair stigma of being weak, a view constructed on a male set of values. This is necessary, however, for the advertisers to reach their audience. As the male stereotype addressed in this ad, the typical chilled-out, beer-drinking Aussie is the target. In the process of doing this, the advert confirms and exemplifies offensive gender stereotypes, in no way challenges them, and allows harmful representations to live and grow in our society. So what stereotype does this advertisement address? It begins right at the start. Before we are even taken into the house, we are informed that she won't let him go, confirming the presence of our female control freak. This is only increased by her appearance. She is dressed in pyjamas and her hair is all over the place, making her seem more irritable and worn out. The frame catches both the entry of the man who can speak woman, Dave, and the fight between husband and wife, showing the tense situation he is about to enter. In this scene, there is a zoom in on each of the characters' faces, the emotion being portrayed very closely. At the start, the woman, Karen, portrays incredible anger and frustration, while her husband, Mitch, is confused and awkward, like he doesn't know what he's done wrong or how he's going to get out of this. This creates sympathy for Mitch, because after all he wants to do is go drink beer with his mates. The camera uses a wide shot to capture both this. When he begins talking to Karen, the audience is able to observe a large contrast between the two. He is extremely calm and composed, while she is the opposite, angry and all over the place, reinforcing the viewer's impression of her. Dave's nature is very kind and sensitive, and he acts this way to calm a very emotional Karen down, like calming a child throwing a tantrum. Dialogues such as Mitch's support network and invigorate his soul are used to appeal to her passionate side and manages to bring her to tears. Dave holds her hands as he speaks to her and talks about feelings, obviously something which appeals to all women, right? Also, we are made to believe. The stereotype of what could be called the nagging emotional woman does, however, reverse the usual gender roles, placing the woman in the dominant position. The husband cannot make any decisions without her consent, and his freedom is restricted. In this way, the beer is actually seen as an escape, because he is shown drinking the beer after he has escaped from his wife. The target audience of this advert is made to feel like they can relate to this, because the stereotype being shown, the typical Aussie bloke, comical, relaxed, casual and independent, not wanting to be told what to do by anyone, and all understand the pleasure that comes from a good beer. These are all character traits shown in this ad, and they match the type of audience the advertisers are trying to target. The stereotypically female qualities, such as sensitivity and understanding, are demonstrated by Dave in an effort to calm Karen down, and they are accepted by the other males because they are useful in getting to their objective. He therefore seems to gain a lot of respect and awe among his friends, as he is the genius who can navigate the complicated female mind. The technique of hyperbole is used to make the ad more humorous, and this is done by exaggerating it to the point of melodrama. This is shown right from the argument between the couple, and climaxes at Karen's emotional breakdown, with the resolution being that Mitch and his mates get to go on their trip. It is a parody of the common soap opera, with the only exception being that it is a lot less dramatic in its nature. Though the portrayal of gender roles in this ad is meant to be humorous, underneath the comical nature is a negative representation of both men and women. It does give the audience something to think about, however. How much is the inaccurate and sometimes negative portrayal of men and women use a useful tool in the world of advertising? And when do these stereotypes stop being funny? Thank you.
Thank you, Zoe. Okay.
Do we have to stop the camera?
Yeah, just press the press the little button on this.
It's like on the back.
Oh.
That one, yep.